Time for What's Hot, where we talk about the stories that have us all talking.
Today we are joined by Klein from Boelter+Lincoln. Jeff Wagner back with us this afternoon. So a petition is calling for legislation to force hotels to change the 911 system. A 9-year-old Texas girl, she tried calling 911 from a hotel room, but she didn't know she had to dial that 9 first.
And her grandfather now launching a national push to require hotels to do away with anything you got to dial before 911. What do you think on this?
Well, I don't think you need a national law on this. Now, I think from a business perspective, I understand it's relatively easy to program the phone so you don't have to dial an 8 or a 9 to get an outside line if you want to call 911. I think it would probably be a wise thing for hotels to do. I don't think you need a federal law requiring them to do it, though. I don't think this happens very often.
Well, or does it happen more than we know, and we just don't know all of the details to all of the stories? I mean, that could be the case. Maybe it happens way more than anybody realizes it, and it's a bigger issue than any of us know, and it does warrant a national law.
Well, I hope talking about it, though, at least maybe get some,
right,
people and hotel owners to go, you know what, that's a good idea. I mean, think about your phone. You don't have to, if you have a security code, you don't have to go through all that. You just hit emergency call.
Yes. Do you think people are actually still using the phones, though, in hotels versus our cell phones
I
or
stay in hotels quite a few nights a year, and I've not used a hotel room phone except to call down to the front desk.
Yeah, see, that was the question I had as well, because normally there's charges that are associated with the hotel phones. Now, I understand this is a 9-year-old girl, so she, in this particular situation, she doesn't have it. But as a general rule, I mean, I don't remember the last time I used a hotel phone.
I would say people go with their cell phones, but let's say there's an emergency, you're closer to the hotel phone than your cell phone for some reason.
But even
I would want it in the room. I want that availability.
But even then, I'm dialing operator, not necessarily 911 directly from the phone. I'm dialing the hotel operator.
You dial the operator before 911 if there was an emergency?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, if you're staying at some big hotel or something and you think you smell smoke or whatever, yeah, I'm dialing the front desk first to see if there's other complaints.
What if it's a medical emergency and it's not a a smoke type of scenario?
I'm dialing the operator to see if they have a house doctor or something.
Yeah, a lot of hotels do have a house doctor.
Did not know that. Interesting.
All right, coming up next, we reveal the viewer's choice topic of the day.
Choice topic of the day.
Again, we are joined by the lovely Klein and the talented Jeff Wagner. Today's viewer's choice topic: 16 major food and beverage companies are slashing calories. The company's working to fight obesity by removing trillions of calories from their products. Do you think cutting calories in individual products will help the larger obesity fight?
I know where Jeff is going on this.
No, you might not.
Oh, okay.
I don't think so. Nope. I think it's a nice attempt. I think it's smart on their behalf to lower the calorie count. However, the responsibility lies in each and every one of us to use discretion on how much we eat and
to
how
not
much
eat two of the lower calorie thing,
or 4 in my case, and to make sure we even it out with healthy food and exercise. It's all about portion control, and just because there's lesser calories doesn't mean you can eat more of it.
Yeah, well, that's true. You're right. If you're going to sit down and you're going to eat that entire bag of Chips Ahoy cookies,
which I do.
The bottom line is, it doesn't matter if they've made it, a little bit lighter. But no, the truth is, see, actually, I don't have an issue with this because I know, and here's why. I think this is an example of the food companies that are making a business decision and responding to consumer demand. We want to be healthier, and so they're doing this. They can then package this stuff and say, hey, this we have less trans fats or whatever in this. So I mean, I think it's a great marketing thing. But you're right, Katie, that it doesn't help if you're going to still sit down and eat that whole sleeve of Oreos. You're going to be in a lot of trouble.
And I think it comes down to in certain sectors of the community, it comes down to more education, and then also making things more affordable and giving people access to healthy foods like fresh fruits and vegetables.
Sure, but I mean, I think and I think one of the things these food companies are doing, they're doing this in subtle ways. For example, they're putting less sugar in the chocolate milk powder. Okay, and so in many respects, I think people are getting that chocolate milk powder, but they're not even really noticing that there's a little bit less sugar in it. If you can find ways to do that, I think that's one of the keys.
And do it,
yeah.
You two, my little focus group here, are you paying attention to the calorie counts that are now showing up on the front of packages or on the menu with the drive-through?
Yeah, I am. I'm kind of a little obsessive compulsive about it. I like to know how many calories I'm going in, because then that dictates how hard I work out. I'm not going to lie. If I don't have to run that extra mile or two, God
there are
bless the
some
Lord.
places that I was surprised.
But yeah.
what the calorie count
Oh, yeah. I mean, you know,
is on things.
you go to a fast food place and look at the oatmeal. That, you know, you would think oatmeal healthy and
Good
stuff.
for you.
Well,
It's ridiculous.
No, but here's what they do. Because, you know, oatmeal itself doesn't taste that great. They dump all the sugar and stuff in it. You look at the calorie counts for some of that oatmeal and you go, man, I just as soon have the pancakes and sausage with the syrup.
Yeah, it's definitely an eye-opener, and I think a lot of people are going to come to realize that as it becomes more available and more in everybody's face.
All right, thank you both. Happy Friday. The
Happy
What's Hot
Friday.
discussion continues online. Find it at tmj4.com/hot.